We took this task very seriously.
I mean, hey, you were leading me down a road and we went down it.
Yeah.
So.
And I think you tried to make some jokes, and I was looking some stuff up, and I apologize for that.
All right.
I feel that I owe you an apology. I feel that I owe you at least $500 for not laughing at your jokes.
Burger King could be number one if when I walked into the store, they hand me a sword and I get to ride a dragon around.
I agree. They should just do a partnership with Game of Thrones.
Incredible idea.
Collab.
It's the Burger King, and there's not
Burger King.
I don't even know if they have the crowns anymore.
It'd just be like the true king, and then any locations that are in like the northern hemisphere are the Burger King of the North.
Love that.
Yeah,
love that for us.
What's up? Welcome back to the Dark Mode Podcast, the business comedy podcast where we talk business with comedians and entrepreneurs. I'm John Coyle. I'm a marketing consultant. My clients do over $500 million a year in revenue. And my guest today is my good buddy, Casey, who still has wet dreams. Fun fact about Casey. Casey, Chick-fil-A is no longer the king. So Chick-fil-A has been the number one fast food restaurant, according to polls by USA Today, for like 4 or 5 years or something like that. They got knocked off. They're no longer the king, according to USA Today. And I got to say that I disagree with the list that exists. So we're going to re-rank it. And we're going to bring in maybe some business elements like, hey, how good are they at social media, or what do their revenues look like, or whatever.
So this ranking they were talking about where Chick-fil-A is king. Yeah. By the way, I'm Casey Fernstrom.
Aside from having wet dreams, what else do you do?
Well, mostly premature ejaculator in general. I'm afraid of the dark.
You're just a second shot kind of guy. You're like,
exactly.
Hey, let's get one out of the way.
Finally, somebody who gets it.
Come back in 30 minutes. We'll roll this again.
Right.
I'll be good to go.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
I'm a creative strategist at Tierra Marketing Agency. Mm-hmm. Check us out. Maybe you could work with us. I could be your creative strategist, and I will never be premature in delivering that would be good. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be right on time.
He makes ads.
Be right on schedule with your ads.
He makes ads that make money. That's probably the best way I could put it. All right. So look,
so this list.
Go ahead.
This is a subjective ranking. You're talking. This isn't like revenue based or anything.
This
necessarily.
Is a USA Today readers poll. I think it's
poll.
Lots of responses, tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of responses. But I will say this is a national poll, so you got to understand that there's some stuff that we just don't have regionally in this list.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Popeyes.
Yes, Popeyes is in their list. Yes.
Gotcha.
I'm not actually going to tell you what their list is. I'm gonna do a little bit of replacing. I'm going to do a little bit of replacing, and we're just going to go and rank. I'm going to pick ones randomly, so you don't know like which way I'm going through or whatever.
Yeah.
Before we get going though, I do need to know some of the ones that I may or may not need to replace. You're just
snapping into a Slim Jim right now.
You're just going to eat some meat right on the pod. Nice.
I thought it would be funnier if I could just do it without you noticing, but I couldn't open the package super cleanly.
I can hear you opening the package through the mic.
It was a bit. They don't all land.
That's true. People who are listening on audio now at least know that you're, eating packaged meat.
I'm snapped in.
Yeah. In-N-Out. Do you have In-N-Out locally at all?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to replace that.
Look like some California, John.
Oh, we have it in Utah.
Okay, well, brag about it some more. Geez,
dude, it is good. I will say, I'm impressed with In-N-Out. Okay,
you got In-N-Out in your life. You got Jesus in your life. I'm over here living like a heathen without any burgers.
Yeah, we got
without animal fries.
We got
or whatever.
cheese.
Animal fries, animal style.
Animal.
What it is?
What?
In-N-Out, isn't that the animal style? Isn't that what that is?
Oh yeah, I think they have like some chili fries.
Well, it's like what they're famous for, right?
I think
it's burgers, animal style. Right?
I think that they're mainly famous for the fact that they only have like 3 menu items. They have like burger, double cheeseburger, and fries.
So what are they doing doggy style? I mean animal style.
Giving each other hickeys in the back, I bet.
Yeah.
Callback to we keep doing callbacks to other episodes we've recorded.
Yeah, let's purposely release them in opposite order so that they make no sense to anybody until the next week.
Yeah, like
stay tuned for that joke to make sense.
Most people who are like doing YouTuber podcasts, they're kind of like fighting for retention. I think we should make our viewers fight to like it's work to stick with us. You know what I'm saying?
For your inconvenience only. Dark Mode with John Coyle.
For your inconvenience would actually kind of be a good podcast name.
Maybe I'll start that one myself and then you can guest on that one.
Yeah, no, that'd be fun.
For your inconvenience.
And that is the premise. Like, can you stick with it? Because we're going all over the place, you know?
Yeah. No, I would appreciate that. That's up the alley for what I would host.
So I think I'm going to do this on the fly a little bit based on what I know to be true of the local fast food scene.
Hit me.
But we're going to start out. We're going to start out with some, and this is going to be a 1 through 10. So you got to blind rank them a little bit. Well, I'll let you reshuffle at the end.
I'll reshuffle to my own liking. Thank you.
Yep. So we're going to start out with a little bit of Arby's.
Hey.
Arby's is in USA's today's top 10. I'm not going to tell you their position, but they are in the USA Today's top 10.
I mean, it would not be a good list if they weren't. Let's just
really? Oh, you're up on Arby's.
10's a lot. 10's a lot. And
there's a lot of fast food restaurants.
I'm assuming national-wide, though, like things that exist everywhere. I'm like, there's basically only 10. So I guess when you consider things like In-N-Out.
Some of these regionally do not exist here.
Right. So that makes it.
I would say multiple of these are probably kind of East Coast.
That makes Arby's not a lock, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get into it. So, by the way, fun fact, I'm thinking Arby's, fantasy football name I've used in the past.
I'm thinking Arby's. Oh, like
their slogan. I'm thinking
Arby's, like running backs.
Yeah. If you have a real RB heavy team, you know, you spend your first couple picks on Arby's. It's nice.
I like thanks for the hot tip on naming my fantasy football team.
Yeah.
You really lost that. You're like, fuck are you talking about?
You were never mind. We're not going to go with that.
Hot tip. Did you think I was doing like a...
Well, I thought you were talking about another slogan. Joke? I thought you were saying like, thanks for the hot tip is one. I thought that was another slogan of another brand. I'm like, I don't know that one.
Oh, no, I thought you thought I was doing a gay joke.
You often do.
Yeah,
I don't know.
True.
But Arby's.
Gay jokes are like kind of an exclusive white guy thing. Anyway, Arby's. It seems like it. I don't see a lot of other...
I don't know.
Well, first of all, you have to be a straight guy to do gay jokes. I guess you could be
like homophobic, like homophobic.
Yeah, well, like the classic like straight guy doing a gay joke thing.
Okay,
seems to be like
Give us an example, John.
Seems to be like a very white dude thing. Like if you said thanks for the hot tip, and I was like, dude, you know I love a hot tip from you.
I got you. Like
that's a very kind of white guy thing.
I feel you. Know? Yeah, homophobic jokes is what I think. Like most, like the modern person.
Yeah, we're like, let me make jokes about being gay with you to hide the fact that
let's get into it.
I don't want to explore that part of my.
If we're speaking generally, I think that like it's an embracing of the topic.
Which we're doing our best over here. All right.
Yeah. I mean, I think that like. We don't
know how. We only know how to make jokes.
We can cut this out if it goes too crazy. But like, I mean, I think that like black dudes who I've met, they're not into joking about it because it's too serious. They're like, we don't play that. You know what I mean? They shut that down real quick in my experience.
I have noticed a culture of that.
Gay dudes or sometimes white dudes basically like joking around.
Interchangeable. Sure.
It's just joking around about it just basically becomes gay chicken. Like how gay of a joke can you make?
Can we get with this joke?
Which might just be like, how homophobic are you? I don't know.
Which oftentimes just turns into actual gay chicken where it's like, I'm just going to do a joke where I kiss you.
Making out with a dude. And then you're like, wasn't that funny? And then you're like, nobody else is even around.
And then you're like, we should get naked.
You just have a boyfriend now,
naked and do it again.
So Arby's.
And then you're going on camping trips every year.
So back to the roast beef in your mouth with Arby's. Okay, so like Arby's is one of those, I would say they kind of have their lane. They have like a few items that they're good at.
It's true. They're differentiated in the fast food game. They're not doing the burger thing.
Yeah, they open up the menu quite a bit. They have a lot on there, but 90% of their sales have to be the basic, like either like roast beef sandwich or some variation of that, like 1 degree off. Like the beef and cheddar is phenomenal. It's one of the top. Yeah, I like me a beef and cheddar you can get. Yeah,
that's not my go-to at Arby's, but I do like a beef and cheddar.
They also are one of the few that like curly fries.
Yeah, their fries are next level.
The fries they don't skip on, and fries you actually I think were the one who turned this on to me early on.
Yeah,
like the fry game has in general gone downhill. Yeah. Like McDonald's used to be king. Their fries are not good anymore. I don't know what happened. They changed the fry formula. I didn't know you could make potatoes taste different like they do. I don't know. They're not as good as they used to be. The Arby's, curly fries, they're regular at least. They're what you're getting, and they're good. They're fine. The only other thing that jumps out to me is like the Jamocha shake. It's the only kind of thing you're getting. The only place you can get that. I'm a fan.
Yeah. Okay. Arby's.
I like Arby's.
Okay.
I'm gonna put them in the solid. I'm gonna start them off right in the middle at 5, and
it's a good place. It's a good place to go in a blind ranking where you can reshuffle.
Yeah.
So just Arby's in terms of like sales business, they do about 500 billion a year in sales. That doesn't, you don't have a reference point for that yet because
it's one more than 4 billion.
We don't know. It's one more than 499 billion.
Sure. Well, I got
It's a billion more than 4 billion.
That's what I meant. One more billion. The billion was the unit we were talking about.
You speak in billions. I forget.
Obviously.
Right? Yeah. So about 500 billion in sales. They're growing by roughly 1% a year ish. So they're growing by 4 or 5 billion a year. I don't know if that's good yet. We'll get some more reference points as we go here.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, look, in their social media game, their advertising game, how would you? This is very much like the
I don't know.
We've got the meat type of. We've got the white guy jokes. Basically,
we've got the meats.
Yeah, we've got all the meat.
And then
there's just a bunch of white sales bros there that are like, I heard you had meat.
Yeah. I still think of the glove guy,
gay,
the little like lasso glove guy, whatever the hell he was.
Yeah.
He didn't last long. He looked like one of those little clip art guys. Hi, you looks like you're trying to make a sandwich. I'm a glove that nobody wears who's making these sandwiches.
Yeah, that's true. Dude, now that you're saying that, I didn't even know what you were talking about for a second. Like, it's coming back.
Isn't that
now.
what he is? Yeah. Wasn't he a glove? Wasn't that? I think.
I don't know.
I don't know. He didn't last long. So that guy, not a good spokesperson.
Yeah.
For the brand. Yeah, I'm thinking Arby's. We have the meats. The branding, I guess. Like, there's nothing.
They've got
we have the meats. It at least is on point with what they do offer. They are mostly about the meat. So. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So
show me the socials.
They've got a couple. They got a couple things going on here with their socials. So like one thing Arby's has is they have a lot of these like throwback locations.
Oh, that guy was a hat.
Yeah.
The little cartoon guy was the hat. He wasn't a glove.
Hat, glove. I don't know.
Whatever. Some you put on.
I put them all on my penis.
But also,
no matter what it is.
Why does the hat make any more sense? The hat. We've seen the Arby's hat a bunch of times. Why?
Why do I?
They've never explained why the hat is in our lives.
That's true. They haven't.
I want to hear the hat story.
The rest of it makes sense, right? Like Burger King.
I want a full-length animated feature film about the Arby's hat.
YouTube
how
video
he came
essay.
to have the meats. I want to hear from rags to riches when he had no meats
and how did he
meats.
get the meats? Yeah. They also.
What does his fantasy football team look like? Are they only Arby's? These are starting running backs at every position.
I think that you could you'd have to make a special league where there was no positions and you could draft all running backs.
Starting Christian McCaffrey at quarterback every week.
Yeah. They also do a lot of stuff with this guy. I don't know who he is, but they use him a lot, man. Like there he is making a video. He's talking about potato cakes.
That looks like Creed from The Office.
And welcome to the order of potato cakes. We've seen you in the comments section. Some might say you were obsessive or deluded. Heck, some might consider it corporate harassment. But in the order of potato cakes, we call it passion. Because you see the world like we see the world.
What?
I love that. See that?
This is something
that's what I'm talking
I've definitely noticed in the fast food industry, mostly with like Jack in the Box, but there's like it's like hearkening to a simpler time kind of thing going on.
80s Colts.
Yeah, I mean, even just like the cult is weird, but like even just the timing, like that computer we saw in that ad, that's I mean, this is the cult leader. You're saying this is a recurring character in their advertising is a cult leader?
Dude, I don't know. Like here he is again.
Is this the kind of stuff you look at?
I could not be any more proud of you.
Orders.
You continue to show the powers that be. Your potato cake devotion is real and true. To you I say bravo, but we cannot relent. Now.
All right, dude.
Is that wordplay on the powers that he said the powers of the beef?
Yes. Yeah, it was wordplay. Yeah, you're right.
Do they even sell Kool-Aid? That's a massive miss. They drink the Kool-Aid with that guy.
All right. So, dude, okay. I'm ready to grade them down for this.
For sure.
I am not a fan.
I'm rounding down
but
now.
I see a guy that I recognize.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
He is great. So let's see what he's got.
Isn't like Jordan or
Jordan
something?
the Stallion, and he is hilarious.
Jordan the Stallion.
Love him.
Right.
Love him. So let's see what we got here.
Listen, come here.
I think people understand I like to share recipes from my secret recipe book for only a handful of reasons. One of them being, if a restaurant is being rude and you want to know how to make that food from that food establishment, I will show you. Or if a food establishment takes away a popular item from their menu that people have been wanting, I will then investigate to see how I can make that so that I can tell everybody. Now, the next one on my list was Arby's, mainly because people loved their potato cakes.
Oh, no.
Potato cakes about 3
He's a corporate shill. Nobody cares about the potato cakes. They're trying to make the potato cakes.
Pushing the potato
I'm a big
cakes,
potato
bro.
guy. I don't care.
They're put like
I'm there for the meats.
I don't need potato in my cake.
No.
If I want,
They have the curly fries too. Problem solved. Look, potatoes, guys.
I think the same thing about.
We don't need to reinvent the potato.
I think the same thing about oatmeal raisin cookies. All right, like if I want a cookie,
hold on. What's your step? Easy.
If I want a cookie, I don't want healthy shit in it. Give me unhealthy shit in it.
I like oatmeal raisin.
You're just wrong, though. Your opinion is wrong on this.
Factually accurate that oatmeal raisin is in the top 5 sorts of cookies. You got your chocolate chips, you got your peanut butter cookies, you got
maybe
your
it's in the top 5 sellers, but I think if everyone was like, look, we got to kill a cookie, we're never going to sell it again. I think a lot of people
sugar
be like,
cookie,
oatmeal raisin.
It's garbage. Sugar cookie is terrible.
I do a frosted sugar cookie, dude.
Don't like them.
So good.
Not into them. You know the little like cookies you get in the tins? Those are terrible.
We're going to do a quick ad spy on Arby's. Sorry, I didn't mean to step on your bit there.
Are we just staying on Arby's the whole episode?
No.
Are we doing 10 of these?
Yeah, we're trying to do 10 of these. So that was maybe an ad spy.
I'm not thinking Arby's anymore. I never thought I'd say it, but.
Okay, well, I mean, you want to put them in at 5? I'm ready to grade them down after this.
They're hanging at 5, but yeah, right. with opportunity to move south.
All right, now we're going to go to the king of sales, McDonald's.
Gotta be. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, a little McDonald's, Mickey D's. This one is not on the USA Today top 10. I'm putting this one in as a replacement for ones that you don't have regionally.
How could you say? How could
I think in a survey environment, a lot of people are like, look, I eat McDonald's, but it's not the best.
McDonald's is almost
nobody thinks McDonald's is the best fast food.
McDonald's might be beyond fast food at this point. You know what I mean? It might supersede the list. They're like, well, there's a given. The McDonald's is there somewhere. Like,
right. It's grandfathered into the one spot.
It might not even be the one spot. It's just like, well, we don't even need to talk about it. We know what it is. You know?
Right. All right.
So much brand recognition. Got to be the most recognizable fast food brand of all time.
Yeah. Talk to me about menu items here. So you're a big fan of the beef and cheddar at Arby's. That's your go-to.
Yeah. Double quarter pounder with cheese.
Double QPC with cheese.
That's me.
You go the meal, or you just like?
I go the meal usually. I go a little like fries have lost a step, but I'm still with them for now. You know what, John? Let's get real here. I'm gonna go real with you. I go double QPC, sometimes single if I'm trying to watch my figure.
Okay, but
I go double QPC with cheese meal, large root beer, light ice. Yeah. I've seen some videos about ice in those machines. Pretty gross. The ice contraptions there. They don't clean those very much. I recommend everybody go no or light ice always. And sometimes I'll toss on a little 10-piece nug.
Little 10-piece?
Little 10-piece at the end there.
I like it.
Sometimes the fries they just don't hit right. You need something to go down to wash that burger down,
Yeah. Okay.
I like a little 10-piece. Yeah. I reward myself if I don't eat all of it. I go, boom, look at that. I like to order enough food to where I can say like, hey.
Yeah.
Because when you eat all the food you get, you feel like a pig if you order too much. And that's my usual thing, right? If I order enough food to where I have like a couple, like some fries left over, maybe a nugget or two, or like even some last bits of the burger, like I feel like I've done myself a good job. I'm like basically on a diet.
Yeah.
Because I didn't eat all the food.
Yeah.
Now, and I throw it away and I feel good about myself.
Yeah.
That's how you make McDonald's a health food. I think they should advertise their foods like that. Order more than you need. Throw away some.
Yeah.
Look at you go.
Okay. So revenue wise, so my go-to at McDonald's, I still go dollar menu. I know what it is.
That's not even what it is anymore. It's like $6 menu.
Dude, I spend $10.
Can I get a McChicken? They're like, it's $8.
Yeah, I spend $10 getting 2 double cheeseburgers and a McChicken.
They're not even good.
And dude,
you could make it home. That's just
double cheeseburger. I like the double cheeseburger.
All right.
So look,
teach their own.
Here's the thing. I don't order fries at McDonald's anymore.
It's sad. It's a sad day. They used to be the king of fries, yeah?
Yes, absolutely. King of fries.
Throw some salt on those things. What are we doing?
Well, and dude, every time I get McDonald's fries now, I feel like it's just a little limp. Like, I'm like, this just feels like it's past its prime.
I don't even mind
It's having a hard time getting up for me.
It's not the limp. There's just something about the fries.
I want to feel like my fries are excited about me.
I feel like they're not getting the same potatoes. They're skimping on the potatoes somehow. Something in the supply chain. And thanks.
I will say this about McDonald's. They scientifically have the best Coke or Diet Coke because they use bigger straws. They use more syrup.
They do use bigger straws. That's a good move. Is nobody else allowed to use that size of straw?
The straws are like, I don't know if they have a trademark on those like striped straws, but I would guess you could use a bigger straw. It probably just costs a little more. It just, the little things they do.
How much more could it cost to get 5% more plastic?
They also kill 5% more turtles. So
maybe the straws are big enough
for the turtles.
Maybe the straws are big enough to where they actually get lodged into fewer turtles.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I mean, dude, the sea turtles openings are pretty big. But like a baby one.
Yeah.
Like a baby one could swim right through those big straws.
There you go.
Baby turtle.
That would be fun for them.
Yeah.
It's like play toy.
Yeah.
As opposed to a toy you don't play with.
Yeah.
I guess.
Some toys are just for looking at.
You just look at that toy. You don't want to get fingerprints on it.
Yeah. So what they do around their Coke is really interesting. So how they put like more syrup in it, how they use the bigger, like all those things are what make McDonald's Coke taste better than any other place you get Coke. And they've like put a lot of like thought into that, which is a crazy detail thing. I give them some credit for that. Sales wise, I'm having a hard time reading their sales. They do 25,000 million.
Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right.
That's legit. It says million. And here it is in millions. 25,000 millions, which is what? 25 billion, isn't it? No,
it's trillion, right?
It's 25 trillion.
Is that right? 25,000.
They're killing it.
Yeah, because there's three more zeros after the million, and then 25. So that's trillion, right?
Is that real?
I mean, honestly, no, probably not if somebody's calling it 25,000 million, but
25.76 billion.
But I mean, just think about the zeros. Yeah, of course it would be right. Like, but that sounds wrong, but it.
Market cap's 199 billion. So I'm guessing Arby's must have done actually 500 million, not 500 billion. And McDonald's does 25 billion a year in revenue.
Maybe. Yeah. Well, I guess.
Trailing 12 months is 25 billion. Yes. And so Arby's does 500 million. So we're talking about a company that's 50 times bigger than Arby's.
All right. I know.
Dude, I give it credit. I did not know it was dominating the market like that.
I mean, of course it is, but because there's so many more too. I mean, this isn't just even in America, right? This is worldwide.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So of course they have way more customers.
All right.
But I'm gonna go ahead and slot them in. I mean, I don't want to be too boring and just like keep shuffling and keep saying 5 and 6 and 4 over again. But like, this slots in after Arby's for me.
Okay.
Still, like Arby's is superior if I'm going there.
Oh, right? Wow.
And I'm ranking that way.
You're ranking purely on food. Do you want to see socials? I mean, their social game is
purely,
better.
But their social game sucks too. I mean, I don't like it.
It's better than Arby's, that's for sure. So at least they're doing some throwback stuff. So we got the only 2000s kids will remember, and then throwing back to McDonald's toys, which I think is kind of cool because that is very like nostalgic, getting the McDonald's toy.
I guess, but is it nostalgic?
They just had so much more of a footprint on like culture, like what it means to be a kid in America.
Yeah, well, they got creepy pedophile clowns. So yeah, cool.
Right.
I docked them points for that. Unlike you.
I mean, the clown's not there though.
No, but that's been their guy. That's not. You can't separate Ronald McDonald from McDonald's.
Ever ordered a fillet of fish? What does this mean? How many fingers? What is this?
It's bad market. It's just bad. I don't know. That doesn't look good. They're really big on the never have I ever in their socials. This is lame. This is really they just classically don't understand what that is for.
OMW. What is OMW?
On my way
to McDonald's?
Dude, are you
National
even
French Friday?
Like a teenager anymore, John? Get hip, dude.
So they just do a lot of throwback stuff on their socials. That's interesting.
Yeah, but not really. They're kind of missing the tone.
Trying to get the Ghetto and Gojo sauce packets so I can. This is their toy right now. So they do content around their current toys.
Dude, it's lame. This is bad.
I think this is worse than the Arby's. Dude, the Arby's one was super cringy.
This is bad. This is bad to me. There's no world where I'm ranking this above Arby's. I'm an Arby's truther. That's fine.
Yeah.
Fine with me.
Look, I think Arby's food's a little bit better, so I'll probably rank them.
Yeah.
But if we're going heavy on food here, but like I didn't know McDonald's was 50 times bigger than Arby's. I'm pretty impressed by that. The other thing
I think if Arby's had as many locations, which obviously part of the strategy is McDonald's has all the locations, but Arby's would have more sales. Arby's is better.
No, they wouldn't, because the other thing that McDonald's does is their menus are different in every country.
Oh, that I do know. Yeah, that's weird. Like they'll sell like strudel.
They figure out what's going to work in every country.
Yeah,
is what they do.
That's great, but also like, okay, yeah, you can.
That's why they're global.
I get it.
Yeah, like why isn't Arby's? Look, you could go get more locations.
I hear you.
Where you at, Arby's?
I hear you.
Step up.
Maybe Arby's is cool with it though. You're just saying bigger is better. I don't always believe that.
Well, I'm not saying it's always better, but
I believe
bigger is better.
Some of the quality, man.
I'm just saying, like,
if we had a beef and cheddar,
other than in penis size, bigger is mostly better.
You got the double cheese your go-to at McDonald's. If you got double cheeseburger from McDonald's here and a beef and cheddar here right in front of you, which one are you reaching for to eat? If I'm going to throw the other one away.
Oh, and I can only have one? I can't
of course.
Bite both of them?
No.
Well, beef and cheddar's not my go-to.
What's your go-to at Arby's?
Dude, Arby's I spend up though, so I either get like a Euro. I either get like a Euro or a Reuben at Arby's. Their Reuben is very good, actually.
I mean, I'm a fan of Reuben sandwiches, but like the beef and cheddar they do something to that roast beef.
I think it's the fact that it has like cheese sauce. That's so weird, but so also good. Delicious. Yeah,
bro, it's so
all right.
Good.
So you got McDonald's. You got McDonald's at sauce, 4. Dog. I would too. Yeah,
I would bathe in that sauce and wrap myself in the roast beef afterward, like it's my towel, and then just eat it.
So you got McDonald's at 4
off of my body.
Sorry, you got McDonald's at 6 or 7?
Yeah, I'm going to toss them in at 6 right now, and with potential to move down too. I think there's going to be ones fitting between Arby's and McDonald's for me. But yeah, McDonald's is obviously in the top 10. There's no way they're not.
All right, next up we got Carl's Jr.
Ooh,
/ Hardee's. We're going to put them both in together because they're the same.
Okay, do we get the green burrito with this or not?
I mean, is it a permanent menu? All of them.
No. The green burrito is like there's like
right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but do they have those anymore?
I think. Yes. I mean, I don't know if all of them do, but
I think
it's
we
like
just got to go
Mexican like restaurant. Like their Mexican.
I think we just got to go
menu.
Carl's Jr. with this one.
Okay. All right. Fair. I've never been a big Carl's Jr. guy. The food's good. It's one of those like, well, at least like historically you pay more, but I think everywhere it's expensive now. But it was always good quality stuff. But if I'm being honest, just I don't have the reps in really there as much. So I'd dock them for that.
Yeah.
I don't like their branding much either. The star creeps me out a little bit.
Okay. I also, I don't like
pedophile clowns and stars winking at me. Just keep fast food not creepy. I'd rather look at a glove hat guy.
You know what I don't like about Carl's Jr. is the lack of context. Like, who is Carl Jr.?
Again, we need to know the backstory.
I always wondered this, and they're like, it's Carl's Jr. And I'm like, I can't trust him if he's a junior and you're not even telling me what kind of
where's Carl Senior in all this?
Where's Carl? Did he have a father?
Did he abandon Carl Jr.?
Yeah. Do I want to go eat a burger from an abandoned bastard boy?
Now I do because I feel bad for him.
Yeah. Well, and I don't want to just.
He needs me. He needs dad.
I don't want to eat a pity burger. Pity burger. Yeah. So I don't know, man. I always thought Carl's Jr. and they're like they're very extra. They go really hard on like the lots of flavors in their stuff. Like
they got those
chili in it and bacon.
Yeah, they got the like rodeo burger types of things and stuff.
Barbecue sauce. Everything.
I've never been. I'm not a big barbecue sauce guy. At least like not on things that aren't barbecue. So
yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and slot them behind McDonald's. Even saying, I mean, the data. I appreciate you sharing it, like so that people can know. It's not factored into my rank a lot.
Right.
That's just my own subjective ranking. You can't separate me from my memories. That's
gotcha. You're just going straight off the.
Yeah. Okay. Is this good or not? And I think they're good, but yeah, I can't put them above.
I think they're
McDonald's out of respect.
I think they're a private company, so I don't know, but I do. This would have been another interesting way to look at this. I wish we would have started this way. How much does it cost to start a franchise? Like what? Like which one would you start
next time on Dark Mode?
You know what I mean? I think if we're going with what we've done so far, if I were going to start one, I would start a McDonald's. That one, it would rank up higher for me.
Well, I imagine that more McDonald's have failed than anything else too. Just
Carl's Jr. franchise costs 1.3 to 3.4 million. That's a little hot.
Well, I would think that there's some other ones that have a higher hit rate than a McDonald's, right? Like think how many locations of McDonald's there just have been. You know?
Do you know a lot of McDonald's that have closed?
I'm just imagining there's been some.
Yeah, there's been some, but like that is probably the restaurant that never closes more than anything. You know what I'm saying?
Well, think about places with like old signs. You know, you pulled up, nobody else can see this, but like you pulled up an old Arby sign. Think how many of those old signs you've seen. Arby's have been around. They have staying power. I think there's fewer of them, and
McDonald's doesn't?
Well, McDonald's, I think sometimes they're too close to each other. You know what I mean? Like they kind of vampiric on their own sales.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like sometimes there's McDonald's like 3 blocks apart from each other. That's insane.
Yeah.
I think in the large numbers, some of those fail because of that. So
yeah,
don't open a McDonald's franchise is what I'm telling you.
I would open a McDonald's franchise before an Arby's franchise.
Don't.
100%.
I'm telling you stop.
Okay.
Cut it out.
Thank you.
All right. What's next?
Next up, this is a curveball, but it's in USA Today's list. Del Taco of the taco.
Oh, okay. Del Taco. One of the
So where are we at right now? We got Arby's in at 5. We got McDonald's in at 7.
We could just as easily call them 1, 2, 3 right now because I'm just, you know what I mean. Like
we got McDonald's in at 7, and we got what? Where do we put? What
I'll put Carl right behind Mickey. For now.
8 at 8. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He slots him behind. So the order right now is Arby's, McDonald's.
Yeah. Okay.
Carl.
All right. Del Taco.
Del Taco. So is Del Taco national?
I think so. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's in a bunch of places I've been to.
Cool. Yeah. I wasn't sure. It feels like more of a West Coast kind of thing because we have them here, you know, growing up, but we're kind of in the West. I didn't know if it was everywhere. Del Taco's sneaky good.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still like any more like obviously like Taco Bell, which I'm sure we'll get to at some point, but like Taco Bell is not Mexican food.
Yeah.
In any way, shape, or form.
No, Del Taco kind of is though. It's like pretty.
It's a step closer, without a doubt. I still don't think it's Mexican food, but it's
let's be clear. None of these are Mexican food.
Exactly. Yeah. But that's about as close as you're gonna get to fast Mexican food. Right? This still qualifies as fast food.
What do you think about Cafe Rio? Like, is that closer to Mexican food?
Is that fast food? Or isn't that like kind of the next step up?
I think you could call it fast. Do you call Five Guys fast food?
No.
Cafe Rio is kind of the same.
I wouldn't call it fast food.
Okay.
I don't know.
We're going through, like it's got to have a drive-through basically.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of Cafe Rios don't have a drive-through.
Yeah. Which all the other ones so far, every
single one has a drive-through.
Yeah.
Dude, I like Del Taco better than Arby's, I think.
Del Taco, of all of them, I don't know there's going to be one that beats like their breakfast. Like the breakfast at Del Taco is good. You know what I mean? Like the breakfast items are good. I'm a big fan of breakfast burritos, things like that. Like I'm not as big a fan of like the McDonald's breakfast and stuff. Like whether it's the like syrup filled like McGriddle bun, like that's disgusting to me. I can't eat those. Even just like the regular like McMuffin types of things. I'm like, those are fine. They're edible. They're fine. I'll eat them. But if you give me a nice breakfast burrito, I'm eating that.
Here's where I'm grading Del Taco down, not on sales volume. I'm actually switching it up. All of the other franchises we've talked about cost about between $500K and about $2.5 million to start. Right. So it's a wide range, but $500 to $2.5 million. Floor for a Del Taco franchise is 1.3 mil. All right. Ceiling's like 3 mil. So for whatever reason, Del Taco costs a whole bunch more to start than anything else. And to me, it seems like it must be the lowest volume.
Let me pull you back to the net neutral on them though. First company with the product in the name. You tell me Del Taco, I'm not curious about what it is.
Sure.
They're selling tacos for sure.
I get you, but do you really grade it up? Like if we do Burger King, you're going to grade Burger King up because it's like, I know I'm getting burgers.
Kinda.
See, I
respect it more than the name, Carl's Jr.
Yeah, no, Carl's Jr. gets graded down. I think you can only grade it down.
Carl's just some guy.
I think if I go to a Wendy's and I'm like expecting to buy a redhead, I think that's actually a great marketing tool.
Fair. Yeah. We'll get to Wendy's. All right, we got to huss through these.
All right. So that's Del Taco.
Del Taco. I'm gonna put them. They aren't unseating Arby's yet, but I'm tempted to. They're right around McDonald's.
Okay.
Right above. They're above Carl's for sure.
Well, then put them in 6 because you've got 5, 6, 7, 8 basically right now, and now we're gonna get into.
Yeah. They're 5, the new 6. 7, they're the new 6, and we're gonna call McDonald's 7.
We're gonna get into having to shuffle some around here. All right. This is the one I wonder if we're gonna disagree on this one because I think our grading criteria is different, and I just brought them up, so I'm gonna go right into them. Wendy's.
I'll actually bring social media into this one. Love the
Kills
snark.
it.
Love the snark.
Kills it. I've got it ready. You
Let's
ready?
hit
You
me
ready
with
for some Wendy's Twitter highlights?
Yeah, dude.
All right. So
Wendy's dunks on bitches on Twitter.
I know.
And I like
yes.
it. On X. Sorry, Elon.
So here we go.
King Elon.
Somebody tweets at Wendy's, if you reply, I will buy the whole Wendy's menu right now. Wendy's replies, prove it. And the person posts a picture of a trash bag.
Kind of hilarious back, honestly.
Pretty good.
What does Wendy's say to back
Wendy's says, here's your proof. Wendy says, thanks for sharing your baby pictures.
Oh, who runs this
Pretty
stuff?
strong, dude. And somebody says, Hillary Dunkel at Little Fairy. Hillary Dunkel says, why y'all like this? And they said, I tried to keep it friendly, but we aren't here to get trashed by someone. Hey,
I like it.
And then here we go. McDonald's. Today we have announced that McDonald's tweets today. We've announced that by mid 2018, all quarter pounder burgers at the majority of our restaurants will be cooked with fresh beef.
Why would you even?
Awful. Yeah. Like you're just setting them up.
You're just saying that right now it's not mostly fresh beef. It's garbage beef. It's old ass beef or not beef or it's fresh something else.
And let me rephrase it so that you can like understand Wendy's tweets because I ran through it. Is that the all quarter pounder burgers at the majority of restaurants.
Yeah.
And then Wendy says, so y'all still use frozen beef in most of your burgers in all of your restaurants. Asking for a friend.
Yeah.
Like this.
Bro,
they're good. Wendy's relationship advice. I want Wendy's, but my girlfriend wants McDonald's. What do I do? Wendy's replies, plenty of fish in the sea.
Yeah.
Black McDonald's. I love how much they troll McDonald's. This is just fantastic.
Well, I mean, they're the big fish.
Yeah, exactly. Black Friday. I mean, the thing is, like, this is a great Twitter strategy because, like, McDonald's, if McDonald's is trolling Wendy's, that's just punching down. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Of course.
But Wendy's is like, I mean, we're punching up. Everybody knows it.
Wendy's has been on the come up for a few decades, honestly.
McDonald's tweeted Black Friday and then they put in asterisks, need copy and link. That is either a mistake or they were doing it on purpose as like a joke. Wendy says, when the tweets are as broken as the ice cream machine. And then
I was going to save this for a point later, but yeah. How many times is the ice cream machine broken? Not just even at McDonald's, but other places. I mean, Wendy's, one of their selling points is their ice cream. They have Frosties on the ready. Yeah. So we don't need to spend more time on this. I appreciate it.
One more Wendy's tweet.
Hit me one more time.
Sniper Swiper.
Britney Spears me.
Sniper Swiper 200. Fantastic Twitter handle, by the way. Sniper Swiper 200 says, Wendy's, my friends like Wendy's, but I don't. What do I tell them? And Wendy says, just apologize for being wrong. It's good advice. Good friendship advice. I think, one more. Somebody asked him, like, if it's not frozen, how do you guys keep it fresh? And then Wendy's just spelled out the word, like one letter at a time, refrigerators. Wendy's social media game, very strong. Wendy's food.
Wendy's food's very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Junior bacon cheeseburger.
Something I didn't appreciate growing up, and I didn't personally like very much. I took it as a slight that the burgers are square. I realize now, growing up, like being a grown up, that I'm like, it's a differentiator.
They're doing something different.
No, they're different. I didn't like it then, though. I'll be honest with you.
The burgers are circles.
They were. The bun is circle.
The bun is a circle. The burgers are a circle. Stop it.
Tell you what, you make the bun square. I have no more beef with you.
You're just like, you can't just put a square burger in a round hole.
That was my issue. I was like, these things are not like the other. But hey, there's a new king. I'm putting Wendy's at the top of this list. It's above Arby's now.
Dude, I'm glad you said that because that's what I was going to do.
So I'm removing the numbers really, but like the floating rank right now is Wendy's, Arby's, Del Taco, McDonald's.
Now,
Carl's Jr.
If you were starting a business, would it be a Wendy's?
Oh shit! What do I get? The Twitter
franchise startup cost is the highest.
Do I get somebody to run a Twitter account for me?
Can you do like Wendy's Spokane or Wendy's, Division Street in Spokane or whatever? That'd be a selling point. It does have the highest startup cost that we've talked about so far, $2 million to $3.7 million.
You got to pay for quality.
You got to pay for that social media manager salary.
It would be of the options so far, it would be a Wendy's. Yeah, I would want to start a Wendy's.
Same. I do think Wendy's the safest. I think from what I've seen, like McDonald's seem to never go out of business, and I think it's probably the safest one to start.
Always wanted to present as a redheaded girl with pigtails.
Yeah, you identify as that.
So it's
I'm into redheads.
one of my life dreams.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, we're gonna go with how many have we done? 6?
Oh yeah, sure.
All right. Next up, we're gonna go with the former champion who's dropped out of the champion spot, Chick-fil-A. You don't know Chick-fil-A.
No, we have a Chick-fil-A here.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
I'm
fun.
on board now.
All right.
It's very good. I'm going to use one of the positives as a negative here, and you're probably not going to like it, but it's just the
Not
wait.
open on Sunday.
Well, not even that. Sure, that's a problem because I want food every day, and they're not going to give it to me on Sunday. The wait time is ridiculous because it's so popular.
That's crazy because ours are very popular as well, and Chick-fil-A has the craziest system for efficiently getting you through. Like, do they have the double drive-through and the people walking around everything in here?
No.
Oh, they're doing it wrong then.
Sure,
they're doing it wrong. So,
sure.
like, dude, they've got like people walking around taking orders. They've got a double drive-through. Like, they can get through a line. The sales volume Chick-fil-A can do is insane, at least in ones that are run well, because they could get through a line of 100, 200 cars in like 10 minutes.
I'm going to take your word for it, but I still got to dock them for that. And
Okay.
It's my lived experience here, like,
yeah, I mean, dude,
clearly,
you're speaking your truth. I get
if
it.
nothing else, like you're being made aware that that's not how it is at every location. So like you had them maybe too high, like, because you were thinking they're doing this everywhere. This is great. They run a tight ship. I'm here to tell you they don't always run a tight ship. Food's good. The chicken, delicious. The sauce they have, it's overblown a little bit, the sauce itself, right? Like, I think we even buy the sauce separately. Like, we have the like squeeze container.
It's good. I do too.
It's fine. It's fine.
I think it's
whatever.
good. I think it's good, but I think when you buy it and you use it all the time, you're like,
it's basically fry sauce with a little like vinegar,
little
type
mustard
of thing,
maybe,
something like that, something with a tinge.
Yep.
Mas o menos on that. Chick-fil-A, I gotta.
So go ahead.
I gotta stay true to myself here. They're not in a battle with Wendy's.
Okay, so from a food standpoint, I do like Wendy's food a little bit better, maybe.
Yeah,
but if I were to buy
the range on the menu, we didn't even talk about chili.
Chili,
if you want it,
and the Wendy's
ice
chili is
cream. Good burger,
freaking baked potato, dude.
Fine fries, not their best thing, but they're fine.
No,
They're
I disagree.
fresh.
I disagree.
They feel good.
Wendy's fries are like the new king of fast food fries. I think
They're good. They're real. They're
better than McDonald's
without being curly fries. They're probably the most pure fries
in terms of just standard potato fry.
They're the new fry. Like you think you could make them at home because they're simple. But they're good. But they're not the best thing on the menu.
They're crisp and they're hard. They're excited
they
that
still
I'm
can't
there.
touch the old McDonald's fries.
I mean, dude, now I feel that feels like a distant memory to me. I don't even remember.
Memory.
It's like I don't, I can still taste it's like when your dad walks out on you and you can't remember what he looks like. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be right back. He was just getting some cigarettes
and milk. Yeah.
Milk.
I mean, sometimes you need milk and cigarettes. You run out of both of those simultaneously most of the time.
Yeah, all right. Fair enough.
Okay. So, if I were to buy a franchise, it would be a Chick-fil-A. It's just very hard. So they do not allow you. They do not allow very many of them close to each other. They also don't allow you to own any other franchises, but they do. You also have to have worked at a Chick-fil-A before, but they do allow you to get in for a pretty low cost. Okay. So like you can do it for just like 300,000 and you can pay it off.
What's your read on the Sunday thing? I mean, I know you're.
Dude, they do.
It's a flaw in the system. Let's be real.
No, I think in a well-run Chick-fil-A location, this is the other thing is their systems, like they know how to do so much volume that I'm like, oh, there's no game that I've never seen any fast food restaurant do efficiency.
Pack it up for a day.
That they can just pack it up for a day. And like, I think it's like an e-commerce brand that does like drops, like they run out of, like there's creates a little scarcity. You can't get it on Sunday. You got to wait till Monday.
Get that. It doesn't work on me in that way. I don't want it for that.
Yeah.
It makes me not want it any of the days as much.
I don't necessarily care about that they're not open on Sunday, but I will say, yeah, if I were to start one, if I were to buy one, they're the hardest to buy. They're the hardest to get into. They rarely go out of business. They typically do like pretty big volume. They're typically very profitable for the owners, but you can't get into like you have to run it. You have to operate it. So it can't be an investment portfolio buy.
I got to ride with Wendy's here, but I think you might have convinced me. I could maybe put them above Arby's.
Okay.
I feel right. I feel good.
All right. So
Wendy's has got some. It's just got a little something.
We're 7 deep and I'm trying to figure out what could beat Wendy's for you.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if there's one, but let's keep rolling, riding and rolling. And
all right. I think I've got maybe the one that could beat Wendy's for you. I'm going to save it for last.
All right.
We're going to hit Taco Bell.
Okay.
Where you at? Taco Bell.
Do I want diarrhea now or later?
Yeah.
Like, no, Taco Bell
Dude,
has.
I think when you're
tasty
constipated,
foods.
Taco Bell is
That's
useful.
I mean, that's the running joke. I don't get diarrhea every time I go to Taco Bell.
I never get diarrhea when I go to Taco Bell.
Right. You know, it's not like that.
I get heartburn and I throw up, but I don't get diarrhea.
The one though that like that's how people like that's what people think of. They're like, oh, I mean, you're gonna get food poisoning, and yeah, it's a higher rate.
Yeah, probably.
It is a higher rate.
Probably a
compared to the
higher
other
rate
ones.
of food poisoning than others.
But I mean, if you're going to fast food for the healthiness,
Yeah.
you've lost the plot already.
You've already lost your way.
Taco Bell, not Mexican food. Kind of honestly could just use a rebrand in my mind. The Bell doesn't make any sense either. I don't care about the Bell.
Yeah. I do think their marketing game is pretty strong. They do a lot of like they do a lot of like parody stuff where they'll do like an Apple, like, you know how like Apple would have like Steve Jobs do this like tech release like speech. They'll do like one of those and they'll be like, this year we're bringing back Baja Blast at all locations, like, and like, so I don't know.
Baja Blast,
I think it's funny.
Solid too. I don't mind the exclusive like thing. It's not exclusive anymore, but
yeah,
it's solid. Taco Bell is a filler one. It's no way it's at the top.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't think it really belongs at the bottom either. I mean, it bullies around Carl's Jr. So I think Taco Bell belongs next to McDonald's. On which side, I don't really know.
Cost $530,000 to $3 million to start a franchise. This would not be the one I would start.
Am I wrong, or is Taco Bell probably one of the other like big ones?
How much volume do they do? Let's see.
Yeah, I would think they're up there.
Volume.
Like everybody complains about it and like jokes about it, but like they sell a lot of stuff.
What's your go-to menu item here?
Oh, I don't even know. The chalupas, but they've changed the chalupas. Like I had a big gap in my Taco Bell history.
Yeah.
Like probably 5-6 year gap where I never went. And when I came back, the menu was kind of different. Like they only do chicken chalupas now. And like beef was the best.
It's
going downhill.
Their volume is on par with McDonald's.
I think that McDonald's and Taco Bell, they have a lot of similarities. The quality has gone down in the food since like the golden ages when we were kids kind of thing. And they do a lot of quantity. It's quantity over quality.
They also have kept their prices cheaper than any other place.
They have, and they do have some winners on like the beefy Fritos burrito that comes.
I do like the crunch wrap. I like the crunch wrap.
I'm going to put Taco Bell right above McDonald's. It's below Arby's. It's above McDonald's.
All right.
Yeah. That's where it belongs.
So, now we've got a decision to make, because I've got one that I want to throw at you as our last one.
Okay.
But I got a decision. We have a decision to make between two power players here.
All right.
And so I'm just going to ask you which one you want to do. You want to do Subway or do you want to do Burger King?
Subway hardly qualifies as fast food. Not every location has a drive-through.
Okay, let's do Burger
This is my criteria.
What sandwich shop qualifies for you then? Jimmy John's?
Does Jimmy John's have a drive-thru everywhere? I think
no, it doesn't. But
no, I don't think there really is. I think that's a different thing. Those are sandwich shops.
Okay, all right, let's not do it.
Different category.
All right,
Burger King. It is.
Burger King. It is.
Burger King used to be the main competitor with McDonald's.
Yes,
the direct fight.
I will say
they lost.
They lost. Yes,
it's over.
I will say Burger King is the Burger King in terms of fast food burgers.
Better. Yeah.
It's very good.
It's up there with the quality of burger with the Wendy's. There's something more fresh about it.
I think it's better burger than Wendy's, but I do think Wendy's is overall a better restaurant.
You know what is actually my favorite thing there? My go-to item is the chicken sandwich, the OG, the original chicken sandwich. It's shaped as such. It's good. I am a fan. Their fries are terrible.
I know.
The nuggets are bad.
They do that
I don't like
soda fountain thing where it's like all the different flavors.
I hate the branding of most of the stuff. The Burger King thing. I liked when it like you can't be called Burger King and not have like knights and swords and dragons and stuff. That is so up my alley. I would love that branding, and it doesn't exist anywhere else. So what are you doing having like they have like chicken faces for like the chicken fries.
Yeah, they don't know what to do with it.
And the colors are like everything's off-putting about the branding to me. And it just doesn't feel like it's for me.
The only thing really carrying Burger King is that they do probably have the best burgers of all of these.
The Whopper in particular.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really and it feels like the most grown-up version of the fast food.
It's not at Five Guys level, but it is like the closest.
Five Guys is a different category.
Yeah, it's a different category. It's the bridge between fast food and like burger shop burger.
Five Guys could compete with the like sandwich shops. That's those like kind of more like storefront.
Kind of walk in, pay at the counter type restaurants.
Quick food, different.
Not fast food, just
good food made quickly.
Yeah, there you go.
No, it's from something. I can't remember what it is.
Something. Okay.
Anyway,
where you got Burger King?
Burger King.
How far does the best burger get them? I think they
substantial.
They're also in terms of cost to start a franchise, they have the widest range, so it could be the most expensive, but also can be the least expensive. So they're down there with Chick-fil-A of like, you could get into this game if you want, with like not a huge amount of money, $250,000 to get into a franchise that you could pay off over time. That's like pretty accessible to a lot of people.
What I like, they're so close. They could be so much better. I think Burger King has the most missed potential.
Does that make you grade them down or up?
A little bit, but I'm still going to give them a pretty favorable ranking because I think they belong.
That makes me grade them down for how long they've been around.
They belong in the Taco Bell, McDonald's area.
Okay.
I just don't know where. And my gut reaction was above because I think I do go there more and I get the things I like. But they have some landmines that make me want to drag it down like below McDonald's. So it either goes above Taco Bell and McDonald's or right below that.
Yeah.
So I think I'm actually just going to split the two and say it goes below Taco Bell, above McDonald's.
Do you remember what the rankings are so far?
Wendy's, I can't remember, Arby's.
Yeah.
No, Chick-fil-A. Sorry. Then Arby's.
Yeah.
Then it will be
Del Taco.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Del Taco, then Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Then what we just did, Burger King, McDonald's, Carl's Jr.
/ Hardee's.
Yeah.
There's one more. Whatever.
Not anymore.
Yeah. All right.
Not anymore. There's not.
Last one.
Forgettable.
We're not going to argue about whether this is fast food because it is in the USA Today poll.
All right.
KFC.
Oh, that's what's left, huh? Yeah. I gotta say, fried chicken is, forget about KFC for a second. Fried chicken is a superior product to the other things.
Okay.
Even a burger. I love burgers. Fried chicken's better than a burger.
Yeah.
If you were like, what do you want without me? Do you want fried chicken or do you want a burger? I'd be like, give me the fried chicken.
Most of the time I'm taking chicken.
If I'm going just for taste, like no other things.
Most of the time I'm taking chicken. Sometimes I'm like, I want a burger.
Fair enough. But it's just a better thing. That said, KFC doesn't nail it completely all the time. It can be a little nasty.
I think that like the fast food version of KFC. Sorry, let you finish your thought.
It can be a little nasty. Sometimes it's like a little too greasy. I like the original more than the crispy.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm wrong there. Maybe I should go more crispy. But I don't really love the like freaking mountainous like ridges that can cut the roof of your mouth kind of thing either. So maybe I just need to go there more often and do my research. But
see, and I thought I had talked to you before, and like KFC was your go-to for fried chicken.
KFC a lot. No, I mean, it's the only, as far as fast food, it's the only fried chicken. So sure. Yeah.
Would you not call Chick-fil-A fried chicken then?
I guess it's different. I'm thinking like fried chicken on the bone
with a bone.
Yeah. That's a different thing than nuggets and stuff like.
Yeah. Okay.
So, their sides are pretty bad. Honestly.
Yeah.
I like the idea. Part of it is I like the idea of their sides. Oh, you want to sell me mac and cheese? You want to sell me mashed potatoes and gravy? Like these are things you can't get that I'm like, these are good items. They do them all bad.
Yeah.
Even the corn, like corn's like that, like shiny, cheap corn, not like good corn,
Did your family do the get like mealtime KFC thing where it's like
that happened?
And you like eat it around the table?
My more favorite would be like we would get more of like the so the stuff thing is you compare this to like the deli fried chicken you get from like a grocery store, and that's better.
It's way better.
And you get like JoJo's with that, with the potato wedges kinds of things. So like KFC has to compete with that. The other things don't have to do. I will give KFC the bonus points. The locations that I've been to, like, it's one of the few places I will go to a KFC. Like when I work somewhere, I would go to KFC for a lunch break because they would be cleaner.
Oh,
I like them. I'm a big fan of that.
Like you could poop in their bathrooms.
Yeah, this is the go-to to poop. Yeah,
yeah,
of course.
Okay.
I will just say there's something like it doesn't feel as substantial of fried chicken as it should be. You know what I mean? It's like, so I got to dock them a little bit, but I like KFC in general. I like the idea of it better than I like it though. You know what I mean? I like the idea of like,
there's the idea of KFC.
No, you know what I mean?
I want to love it.
If it didn't exist and somebody's like,
it's like a girl you're not very into. You're like, everything about, I can't tell you, man. I can't tell you why. It's just everything about it.
If it didn't exist and somebody was like, I'm going to start a fast food restaurant, but it's going to revolve around fried chicken. What do you think? I'd be like, have all my money.
Yeah, I will invest.
That's a good
Yes.
idea. They kind of lost their vision. They're similar to like McDonald's, lost some quality along the way, I think.
Dude, a whole other incredible episode is the story of the Colonel. Because, dude, the man,
He's a boss.
I'll just give you one story of his. He was like selling chicken out of this gas station he owned. And one of the other competitor gas stations in town was like pissed at him. So they were trying to report him to the FDA or something like that. So he went out there with, so he found out this other guy was like doing some kind of crime. Right. And he goes out to his house with a police officer to like report him, to arrest him or whatever. This other guy's like, fucking Colonel's here. Hate this guy. Starts shooting at him. And then, of course, the Colonel's kept packing. Like, you don't get a name like the Colonel without being a dude who's packing. So then him and the cop get in a firefight with this competitor, like this guy who owns a competitor gas station. The cop gets killed in the firefight. Whoa. The Colonel gets shot. The Colonel shoots the other guy and wounds him. And then the other dude goes to jail for murdering the cop. And then he just wipes out his competition in town. And he's the only gas station game in town.
That's boss move.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes.
It's a cool story.
Yeah. He was also like maybe a little racist and stuff. But hey, you know what? Like,
well, that's tough note to end on there.
Right.
KFC belongs right around Del Taco. It's above that group.
Wow, that's graded up more for me. It's definitely
I think it's right below Del Taco.
Okay. All right. So I think from a business standpoint, I'd never start a KFC. Minimum is 1 million to get into the game. 3.3 million at the high end. Look, okay, so where did we land with you? Number one for you. Or from backwards, it was Carl's Jr. / Hardee's.
Yep.
McDonald's.
Yeah, it was.
And then Taco Bell?
No, Burger King, then Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. And then
KFC. Del Taco. Chick-fil-A. Feel like we're missing one.
Chick-fil-A, Wendy's. Wait, what was first for you?
Wendy's.
Okay, we're missing a couple then.
Yeah. And that's our comprehensive list.
Yeah.
Fast food.
Let me read you the USA Today one. If I were going to start, if I were going to start any of these businesses, I would start a Chick-fil-A.
I think I'd still ride with Wendy's.
Arby's. I think we forgot to say Arby's in our rankings.
Oh yeah, Arby's was solid. Arby's it
was like right below Del Taco, I think.
Yep, it is above KFC.
So there's one we forgot somewhere in there.
Yeah, you know what?
It was forgettable.
Didn't do its job.
It did not. Yeah. I mean, it's last by default.
Be more like Wendy's.
Yeah.
Dunk on people on social media.
I would start a Chick-fil-A if I were going to start any of these. It's pretty hard. If I were going to not start a Chick-fil-A and I was going to start maybe like a different one, I would probably start a McDonald's. Here's USA Today's poll in order, which maybe we could have started with this so that you could just like disagree with it. Because there's definitely some points I disagree with, but there's plenty that they get right. Number 10, Arby's. Number 9, Zaxby's. The fuck. Number 8, Popeyes. Again,
I bet Popeyes is that better alternative. The good fried
KFC.
chicken. Yeah, I bet it's great. I've never had it.
Yeah. Number 7 was Taco Bell. I don't even, with all the things that aren't on this list, I don't even think Taco Bell belongs here. Number 6 is Captain D's, which is a fish place. I don't know. Fast food fish.
Fishy to me.
Yeah. Number 5 is Hardee's / Carl's Jr.
Okay.
Number 4 is In-N-Out, which this top 4 is a power ranking. The number 2 I disagree with. So 4 is In-N-Out, 3 is Chick-fil-A, 2 is KFC, 1 is Del Taco.
Whoa.
Hard disagree with us. Wendy's isn't even on the list. McDonald's isn't even on the list.
That's a tough list. And I mean, they have something like In-N-Out, which isn't nationwide. So like, I know people talk about like Shake Shack. Yeah. Well, I've never had that either, but I know it's popular. Like,
yeah. If you have
Whataburger.
Yeah.
Is that fast food?
I don't know. What is it?
It's a Texas one.
I don't know.
Important.
It's good. I'm sorry.
For Texas.
Wiener Schnitzel. There's no Wiener Schnitzel here.
All right.
You ever been to a Wiener Schnitzel?
No, I didn't know that's a thing.
Yeah, they sell hot dogs.
All right.
Sell wieners. If you could only eat one thing from one of these menus and you had to eat that for the rest of your life, what would it be?
From any of these menus?
Yeah.
Ooh, I mean,
you're like, dude, you can't just
casually hit me at the end.
Like, I've been at this for too long to answer this question. I can't hear that right now.
Probably I'll go, just to say consistent with my champion, I'll go like the nuggets from Wendy's, I guess.
Damn, nuggets for the rest of your life is tough. And
well,
I probably think that
you need something like nuggets.
I probably mainly think that because there's such an abundance of nuggets in my life. It's like one of the things my kids will eat.
But I mean, it proves that like you can have it with a lot of quantity. If you were like, I'm going to eat,
I hear you.
KFC chicken every day,
it's kind of the boring answer.
You're going to have greased up insides, my friend.
It's kind of the boring answer because it is like, nuggets for the rest of your life.
You can dress them up with different sauces, like.
If I get to go off the USA Today list instead of our list, I would do an In-N-Out burger for the rest of my life.
I mean, okay, yeah, I'll take your word for it. Sounds good.
They're good. And they're they're not like too heavy either, which is nice. And about as light as a fast food burger could be. That's Dark Mode. It's the business comedy podcast. And we weren't very businessy or very funny here. We took this task very seriously.
I mean, hey, you were leading me down a road and we went down it.
Yeah. So. And I think you tried to make some jokes and I was looking some stuff up and I apologize for that.
All right.
I feel that I owe you an apology. I feel that I owe you at least $500 for not laughing at your jokes.
Burger King could be number one if when I walked into the store, they hand me a sword and I get to ride a dragon around.
I agree. They should just do a partnership with Game of Thrones.
Incredible idea.
Collab.
It's the Burger King and there's not
Burger King.
I don't even know if they have the crowns anymore.
It'd just be like the true king. And then any locations that are in like the northern hemisphere are the Burger King of the North.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that for us. Yeah.
Comment, like, subscribe, leave a review, do whatever the people ask you to do on the platform you're listening to. See you next time.